Greetings, everyone! I am Thor, the god of thunder, the son of Odin, the strongest avenger, and I am here to guide you on this great journey. Wait, hold on a second. Don't listen to this man. I am the true Thor, the real god of thunder. I have this amazing axe, and this great hair, pretty much everything that Thor should possess. What? You look like Jason Momoa and The Rock rolled into one. At least I'm wearing a more comic book accurate costume. But this is my Ravager suit. I'm a Guardian. Oh, at least I'm taller. You shouldn't forget that. Like that makes any difference? Well, you know what, we're both Thor. Both on the inside. Greetings, everyone. I am Thor, and this is also Thor. And today we're here to join for this review on behalf of our new movie, Thor: Love and Thunder. Hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't seen it, you should see it, because we are amazing. Here we are here to introduce the man of the hour, the man who made this video possible. Welcome in our host, Mike the Great. Enjoy the video.
Hey, what's up, guys? Sorry, I know that introduction was a little bit too corny, but I like to add some of these jokes in these videos, so decided to do something different with one of my reviews, and here I have it. And so, of course, I'm giving a review on Thor: Love and Thunder. I just got out of the theater seeing it, and here I have two Thors with me, actually. This one I got from McDonald's. He could do the little hammer swing action. And this guy, I think I got from Target. He has this Ravager suit on, this jacket and shirt, and this amazing version of Stormbreaker. So these are some two pretty cool Thors here. And remember to like and subscribe, of course, if you like this video, of course, and you can even leave some comments down below how you thought of some of the stuff that I was saying, or if you disagree with anything I was saying, how you felt. And let's just all you do this to get along and do some fun, just not to make fun of each other. Just some nice little fun talks to go around on while we're hanging out on YouTube. Anyway, here I'm here to talk about Thor. So let's start talking about it. So basically, I'm a huge fan of the MCU, and I would say a big part of that has been coming off of the Trinity itself of Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor from those first three Marvel phases. And of course, I'm glad that Thor is, of course, the only one left that we've been getting in this Trinity. Of course, Captain America's gone, Iron Man's gone, and the fact that we're getting more Thor is a lot of fun, that Chris Hemsworth isn't tired of the role. And the Thor movies were okay, at least the first two. I, of course, found were a little mediocre. These last two have been winning me over a little. And a big part of that is what Taika Waititi has been doing with these movies. And of course, this movie, it seems like he went a lot more all out with the humor and just everything else. It just felt like a lot more fun and, of course, a lot more goofy. And of course, the tone, of course, seems a lot more brighter and vibrant. And just everything else, I don't know. It was just a lot of fun. Probably more likely than Thor Ragnarok. At least I saw that movie 5 years ago, so this one, of course, I got a lot more laughs out of. Of course, when you get older, you start to understand the humor a lot more. And so it was just a lot of fun. And even just coming out just right, and the movie just does that from beginning to end, just even at every single moment, just out of the opening scene where you even have Korg narrating and just telling Thor's story, and where we're learning where he's been at in these last couple of years. And just everything that he was doing in that opening sequence was just hilarious. That you have him with these two legs in between two ships, I think, and tearing them apart. You have Chris Pratt in the background, and so just a lot of funny stuff going on in the opening, and just, of course, I'm a huge fan of that Welcome into the Jungle theme song when it breaks in. My point basically. Everything else going on in that opening was just immediately made me fall in love with this movie. And especially, it was also, of course, nice to see Christian Bale, of course, in a Marvel movie. I'm a huge Batman fan, so Of course, that whole Dark Knight trilogy, I think, are one of the best Batman, the most top tier Batman movies that I've seen. And seeing Christian Bale in the Marvel movie was just pretty cool. His character was okay. Can talk more about his character a little later. It was also nice seeing the Guardians, of course, working with Thor. Thor teaming up with the Guardians of the Galaxy, of course, for real. I kind of expected them to be a little more involved in the story. Well, I mean, of course, I knew that they were only gonna have their own appearance in the opening scene. I mean, in the trailers, they didn't show us that they were gonna have as much screen time, just mostly in this specific scene. But I don't know, they just all came out as cameos. We didn't get a lot of lines from each of them. We got, of course, Chris Pratt and Star-Lord, and we got a couple of like funny dialogue with him and Thor in the opening. That's think of the people you love. Okay, yeah, but yeah, of course, we didn't get a lot from Nebula or Drax or Rocket, just a little cameo. Hopefully this won't be their last encounter with Thor, but anyway, of course, it was also nice to see Natalie Portman returning in the role. Of course, Natalie Portman is a pretty cool actress, so of course seeing her and Jane Foster, so seeing Jane Foster and Darcy, that little side character, once again, of course, WandaVision kind of made me fall in love with Darcy's character a little more. I kind of started to like her a little more than I did in the Thor movie. So it was nice seeing her in this movie a little bit. Even though it was one scene, it was nice seeing Darcy again. And just pretty much everything else, just that they were doing with the story, it was just like a whole lot of fun as the movie kept going along. And of course, Chris Hemsworth, dude, I love that dude. Like he can just be hilarious. He can also be serious. He can also be like a lot of fun at the same time. It's just like, I always thought he was just born for this role. Like, even as much as Robert Downey Jr. was born to play Iron Man, he just does this role just, like, amazing. Just, like, because he is Thor. You know, Chris Hemsworth is Thor. So, of course, the movie did have a couple of problems. The one great thing about the movie, which has been the tone, what I enjoyed about the movie was all the humor. I can talk about all the little funny bits there another time. But it's just felt like the humor could also be the movie's problem. Just as, I mean, it has all the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the humor that you would expect in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But it all just seems very spoof, very much like a spoof. Very too goofy to be a Thor movie. It's just like, because Thor Ragnarok, obviously that tone was a huge step away from what they did, of course, in those first two Thor movies. But this one, if you watch this movie, if you watch the first Thor movie and then go back and then watch this movie, it's almost like not like the same movie. I'm just like having a lot of fun with this guy right here. It's just I haven't played with McDonald's toys in a while, but it just doesn't seem like the same. It almost feels like, I can use an example. Take those Batman movies from the '90s, the Tim Burton movies, as well as and then it moves to the Joel Schumacher movies, and then of course they start to get a lot more goofy with the tone. You guys are gonna hate me for comparing these, but I don't know. This movie feels like Batman and Robin, and then the first Thor movie is like Batman 1989. I don't know. It's what I'm trying to say is like it feels a lot like a spoof. You have and most of that comes out of all the stuff that Thor is doing, which you have him of course. You have him walking with these flashbacks with him hanging out with Natalie Portman, and he's wearing like a hot dog costume, and you even have some of these scenes, of course. He's messing around with his hammer, and he's actually having conversations with his hammers, and like, oh wait, oh no, it's okay, Stormbreaker, I love you. Of course, he has Mjolnir's back, and he actually feeds his hammer, feeds some beer or something to his hammer. So you have him like doing a lot of, I don't know, it's a lot of like spoofy kind of stuff like that added like inside of this movie. And then it also has, of course, the finale involves a couple of kids running after with weapons and running after these big monsters. It's not unlikely where you have in a movie like where a bunch of kids would actually be able to lead a riot against monsters. I don't know, kids fighting in a battle. That seems pretty goofy. So this movie did everything. Taika Waititi did a lot of goofy stuff in this movie. That's why I feel like this one drags from like Dark Tim Burton, Dark Thor 1, 2011, and then up to this movie, Joel Schumacher kind of stuff. I know those are, I mean, this one is still a good movie. This seems like an improved version of like what those Batman 90s movies were doing. But that's just an example. I'm not saying this movie was as bad as Batman and Robin, but this movie it was still a lot of fun. But one of the other problems, of course, is I mean, it's been years since Natalie Portman has joined back in the project, so it feels like they wasted what they did bringing Jane Foster back a little. So of course, her origin, it just seemed like a little too rushed. Just with what they did with, I mean, just, of course, they introduced that she has this cancer problem, and then they do the short bit like knowing, oh, wait, Mjolnir called to her. Okay, so now she returns as, she comes, now suddenly she's a hero, and suddenly she knows how to fight, and, and use the hammer. So, I don't know, they kind of rushed her becoming a hero, made it a little too soon, and then where she had a I'm giving away a lot. I forgot to say spoiler warnings, of course, but they ended the movie ended with her dying and then running into the afterlife. It just I don't know. It just all for her to return for after years and after we had the breakup with Thor. I feel like they could have done a lot more. Especially this movie was only 2 hours long, and so didn't get a lot of developed time to. I don't know, everything that they did with her character, her story. I don't know. It felt very rushed, and like with all those single bits of her, oh, she has cancer, oh, she becomes a hero, she has that little death, oh, she's falling in love with Thor again. They all did that pretty fast. That's even how it felt. Even their relationship has always felt pretty underdeveloped, even from the first Thor movie. So I don't know, feel like they could have done a little more with that, with her character. There's also, of course, Christian Bale's character Gore, of course, nice. I have, of course, mentioned it's nice to see Christian Bale in this kind of movie again, but I don't know, his acting, I felt like that I don't know, he just didn't come across very well, and his character, it just didn't fit in with the movie's like goofy little, I mean, even like in his settings, like where he's in these dark, depressing settings, and the type of character he is, it doesn't fit with the colorful and like nice, cool, goofy sense of humor that the rest of the movie is doing. And like, so some stuff in the movie like didn't really match together, it didn't really hold up, but it was still nice, of course, to see Thor in the theater again. It's been 3 years since I saw Endgame, so nice where that movie ended off, and this character and how this story is starting to continue. I don't know what they're going to pull out, how it's going to continue with Gorg's daughter. Of course, the movie ended with him running off with Gorg's daughter, Christian Bale, but we'll see how the rest of it plays out. And I'm actually, even though this movie had a couple of only small little issues in there, I actually really enjoyed it as I watched it. You sure? As I said, it's been a while since I've had a McDonald's toy, so it's nice getting used to moving this. So of course, that's really all I have to say about it. I mean, Lady Sif, it was nice to see Lady Sif again. Just, of course, pretty small cameos in there, a character. Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie is pretty nice. Of course, not much to say about the performance. I love Korg. Yeah, Korg is a pretty funny character. I can't believe that I was actually nervous when I thought they were going to kill him off. Anyway, that's all I have to say about this movie. This is a great movie. You should still go see it, even with the problems that I just said. Be sure to like and subscribe if you like this video, and comment down what you thought about some of my thoughts. And just see you around. Just get to know anything else that you like on my channel. Alright, I like this movie a lot more than Doctor Strange. I have a lot more fun with it than Multiverse of Madness, at least I would say. Thanks for watching, of course. And we will see you later. Goodbye.